The internet serves as a breeding ground for conspiracy theories, and the entertainment industry offers prime real estate for the most outlandish of them all. From Avril Lavigne's alleged death and replacement with a lookalike, to the claim that Beyoncé faked her pregnancy, the rumor mill never stops its churning. However, one theory, bolder and more bizarre than most, has relentlessly clung to the figure of Gucci Mane, much like a diamond-encrusted grill, the clone theory. And now, Nicki Minaj has poured gasoline on this fire, not only alleging Gucci's replacement, but also claiming the existence of a handler keeping the entire charade afloat. You should buckle up, because this rabbit hole runs deep. The genesis of the Gucci clone theory can be traced back to 2013, a year that saw the rapper appear to unravel right before our very eyes. An infamous Twitter meltdown revealed a man spiraling, publicly excommunicating Waka Flocka Flame from Brick Squad and accusing everyone from Black Chyna to Nicki Minaj of sleeping with him. It was unhinged, erratic, and undeniably fueled by something. The general consensus was simple: Gucci was high, very high, but the erratic behavior did not end there. Just days later, Gucci was arrested for resisting arrest, possessing drugs and a firearm, and allegedly threatening people in traffic. This wasn't an isolated incident. He had already been arrested earlier that same year for assaulting a man in a club with a champagne bottle. Gucci was, to put it mildly, a mess. He needed fast and immediate help. The court sentenced him to 3 years, although he only served 2 due to good behavior. During his time behind bars, something shifted. Gucci publicly admitted his addiction to lean, a potent and dangerous combination of codeine and promethazine cough syrup, acknowledging it had destroyed him. He vowed to turn his life around and enter rehab. When he emerged from prison, he looked like an entirely different person.
The often disheveled and overweight Gucci was gone. In his place stood a healthy, ripped version who looked seemingly years younger. Even his voice sounded different, more refined, more polished. The transformation was so drastic, it ignited a speculation firestorm. Had Gucci simply dedicated himself to self-improvement and gotten clean, or was something more sinister at play? The clone whispers started almost instantly. These whispers grew into shouts, fueled by alleged claims from former cellmates that Gucci had been replaced after dying in prison. The tinder was dry and only a spark was needed to set it ablaze. That spark arrived in the form of rapper Hudson, who, in a bizarre Instagram post, unbelievably claimed to be Gucci Mane's clone. Hudson alleged he was approached by shadowy figures who threatened his family if he refused to participate in the cover-up. He claimed he was presented with a Gucci suit and told to impersonate the deceased rapper. The internet, already primed for conspiracy, exploded. Hudson's confession, whether it was a publicity stunt of epic proportions or genuine added fuel to the already raging inferno, people started dissecting every performance, every interview, comparing the old Gucci to the new Gucci, searching for inconsistencies, for glitches in the matrix. The more they looked, the more they seemed to find, or perhaps the more they wanted to find. Adding another layer to this already bizarre saga is Gucci's ex-girlfriend, Mac Brazy. She went live on Instagram, dropping bombshells like confetti. According to her, the real Gucci was replaced and died while in prison. She claimed that the man who emerged was not the same person she once knew. When she confronted Kesha about her deep suspicions, she was brushed off and dismissed as delusional. Not one to be easily silenced, Mac Brazy even released a diss track accusing Kesha of being complicit, of essentially acting as Gucci's handler, hiding the truth. "Y'all don't know the real Gucci," she rapped. "That ain't him." She claimed the last time she had seen the real Gucci was back in 2010. And even then, something had felt off. Gucci himself has addressed the clone allegations, though only vaguely. He acknowledged his transformation, stating he had morphed into a different person, grown up, and shed his old ways. He attributed this change to self-care, weight loss, and a shift in his environment and thinking. "Yes, that's the transformation everybody's saying they can't believe," he said, "but I can believe it." A reasonable explanation, perhaps, or a carefully crafted deflection. The internet remains unconvinced. Then came Nicki Minaj in a move that sent shockwaves throughout social media. She entered the fray, directly accusing Kesha of being Gucci's handler. This accusation stemmed from an appearance Gucci and Kesha made on The Breakfast Club, during which Kesha claimed Nicki had not given Gucci sufficient credit for his role in her career. Nicki understandably took offense. She unleashed a Twitter tirade, accusing Kesha of being a paid handler whose only purpose was to keep him sedated and spend Gucci's money. She even implicated Charlemagne the God, accusing him of being part of a larger conspiracy to take down Wendy Williams, just as Kesha was allegedly helping control Gucci's clone. "Gucci's wife has been trying to be me for years," Nicki tweeted. "She's there to keep Gucci sedated." She finished her rant with a chilling warning. "Y'all really do not understand who I really am. Bring it. Let's play." Nicki's accusations are explosive, implying the level of industry manipulation that is both terrifying and, for some, entirely believable. The internet, naturally, is having a field day. One commenter pointed out that Gucci's ex-girlfriend, who knew him longer than most, insists the current Gucci is an imposter. They also noted the clone doesn't associate with Gucci's childhood friends or family, presumably because they would instantly recognize the deception. Others have pointed to Kesha's alleged need to feed Gucci lines during interviews, further solidifying the handler narrative. But what is the true meaning of all this? Is Gucci Mane genuinely a clone, a manufactured replacement for the original artist? Is Kesha a puppet master pulling the strings from behind the scenes? Or is this just a case of a man conquering addiction, drastically transforming his life, and thereby becoming a target for outlandish conspiracy theories? The truth, as is often the case, is likely far less sensational and far more complex. However, in the age of deepfakes and misinformation, the Gucci clone theory serves as a potent reminder of our collective willingness to believe the unbelievable and our fascination with the bizarre. The core problem with conspiracy theories is that they thrive when concrete evidence is absent. Speculation, innuendo, and a healthy dose of paranoia are used to fill the void. And in the case of Gucci Mane, the transformation is so undeniable, so stark, that it's easy to understand how the seeds of doubt were planted. Just think about it. We are talking about a man who, at his lowest point, served as a walking cautionary tale, a poster child for the destructive capabilities of addiction. Then, seemingly overnight, he is reborn, cleaned up, slimmed down, and radiating a newfound sense of purpose. It's the kind of glow up that inspires self-help books and magazine covers. But it also raises many eyebrows. Is it truly so far-fetched to believe that something more was actually at play, that the man we observe today is not the same man who was spiraling out of control just a few years prior? The human body is capable of incredible feats of resilience, but can it genuinely account for a metamorphosis this radical? The answer, of course, is probably yes. People evolve, they change, and they overcome adversity. Yet the nagging doubt persists, fueled by the carefully curated narratives of pop stars' Twitter rants, disgruntled cellmates, and ex-girlfriends. And what about Kesha, the alleged handler? The gatekeeper of Gucci's new persona, the puppet master? She certainly makes for a compelling villaina, woman accused of controlling and manipulating one of hip-hop's most enigmatic figures. It is a juicy accusation, one that plays right into the age-old trope of the controlling woman pulling all the strings from behind the scenes. But is this fair? Is there any real evidence to support these substantial claims, or is it simply a case of guilt by association? Kesha, after all, is the one who has been at Gucci's side through thin and thick. She has witnessed his transformation firsthand. She's been his partner, his confidant, his rock. Perhaps she is nearly a supportive wife, doing everything within her power to keep her husband on the correct path. Or maybe, just maybe, there is more to this story than initially meets the eye. Maybe she is privy to secrets we can't even begin to imagine. The truth is, we may never know the full extent of what exactly happened to Gucci Mane while he was in prison. We may never know if he is truly the same man he was before. And we may never know if Kesha is a cunning manipulator or a loving wife. But one thing is absolutely certain. The Gucci clone theory serves as a fascinating reflection of our own insecurities and anxieties. It acts as a reminder that we inhabit a world where anything seems possible, where fiction is often stranger than truth, and where the boundary between illusion and reality is becoming increasingly blurred. So, the next time you see Gucci Mane flashing his pearly whites and spitting out a catchy verse, take a moment to consider the possibilities. Is he the real deal, or is he a carefully crafted replica, the product of some shadowy organization's twisted agenda? The answer, my friends, is out there somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Or perhaps just maybe it's better left undiscovered. Some secrets, after all, are best left buried.